Xenoverse modding. It's crazy to think that it's been over 2 years that I've been doing it now. Or I should say have done it at this point. Moved on to newer things, such as Unreal Engine, Maya, just making 3D models, sound effects, the whole lot. There's a secret project I'm working on that includes Unreal Engine. However, it's not ready yet to be disclosed. Some people may be able to decipher what it is purely from my tweets or my Discord, any of that. Links to those in the description. But that's not the point of this video. This video is the whole story, or my story, of Xenoverse modding. And it begins in 2017. At this time, there was a particular modder who was thriving. He was up there, one of the biggest at the time, and his name was Legendary Agwang. And this story starts in his Discord. I was one of his patrons and I was a fan. I always played his mods. There would be live streams where I joined him, and like me and a few other people would play all against him, all those sort of stuff. It was fun, I'm gonna admit. But don't know if a lot of you know, what am I saying? A lot of you know the Agwang event, the great catastrophe in the modding community. I'm not gonna explain it here. If you haven't seen it, or if you don't know about it, I'll leave a link to Tengen Kage's video, which pretty much explains the whole lot. So that happened, but before that happened, the people I met in his Discord were Curtis, Wristwhacker, Hank Hill, Gokta, Biggie, Black Wolf, CSD Cameron, Andrew, and Switch. From this disagreement which happened with Agwang, we all left his fan base, so to say, and we made our own Discord server. And this was Monica's Van. This was a server between us as friends. We got to know each other, got close, and then from this we expanded, knowing more people in this modding community by starting to do it ourselves. And in that, whilst I was making my Kale mod, the original Kale mod, also known as Kali at the time, I think, because this is before we knew her name, I met Hyojin. She was currently making a legendary Super Saiyan transformation skill for CACs. I needed to find out how I could replicate that, but for Kale, so I messaged her on Xenoverse mods. And from then we started talking on Discord, and then she invited me into her server, and there I met the Green Sarah. Us three formed a team of sorts in this server, which comprised of me, Hyojin, Zero, and Jackal. We started making stuff, but then felt like we didn't have enough people to do certain parts. And that's where they were asking, oh, Dennis, do you know any other people who could be modelers to help take the leeway off you? And I was like, oh, Curtis can help. So we got Curtis in, and then from then the original Pride Troopers were formed. And then we also got Shroud. I can't remember how we got Shroud. I think it was in one of the community servers, not sure, but he also joined along. Then there was another team at this time called Team Mixed. This had Darkin, Sanic, Elzis, Gokta, James S, Gucci King, whatever you want to call him, and who else was in there? That may have been it. From then, the two groups had a bit of disagreements, beef so and so. For example, I remember there was one point where James said to me, and I quote, "Why are you even in this server? You're not even part of the original friendship group. No one likes you." That's the censored version, so to say. But now we're best mates, so whatever happened. It was for the better. And the Pride Troopers then made something called Pride Trooper Apprentices, in which it was to help the Pride Troopers with making projects, but these apprentices weren't considered Pride Trooper Pride. I don't know how it was, but yeah. Yami joined. I originally met him from AGM. He joined for the apprentices. Some people from Team Mixed joined. Oh my days, I just realized. How am I gonna forget Team Mixed leader Cameron, or Mixed Cameron? Cameron, if you're listening, I apologize. Yeah, so some of Team Mixed, their group members joined us. We had Yami, Sanic, Darkin, Elzis, Goki. Actually, I think the whole team joined as apprentices. Possibly, I may be wrong, but that happened. And with the Pride Troopers, there's a lot of times where people joined, people left, all that sorts. Later down the line, it was then me, Hyojin, Curtis, Black Wolf, Jackal, Sero, Shroud, Andrew, CSD Cameron, Wristwhacker. It was a big group. We also had people like James who joined, and after he joined, sometime I can't remember, I went on a break for like 2 or 3 months, so I'd left the Pride Troopers. Turns out there was a big disagreement between James and Jackal. Some of you probably know that. Again, I'm not going to explain that. Which disbanded the group, to be fair. And that's when Curtis and James went along to make the Time Patrollers. The Time Patrollers pretty much comprised of the same people as the Pride Troopers, just minus a few, such as CSD Cameron, Black Wolf, Jackal, because they had all moved on to other things. Still in Xenoverse modding, but they weren't as associated with this group anymore. So I then joined back into this Time Patrollers group. A couple months go by, we're making mods, so what, so forth. Then, this is July 2018. So, me and James, we disclosed some private messages that was going on in the Time Patroller chat, which, yes, it was wrong, but at the same time, it was negative things about other people. I don't want to start any beef like again or anything, so we've already all moved past that. However, because of that, me and James both leave the team, and we're just riding solo at the time. We weren't really modding anymore. It was more, we were in the community, occasional mods every now and again, but it wasn't as much as it used to be. Then we come to maybe March this year, a bit earlier, and I'm trying to make amends. I'm seeing what I did wrong. Some people were fine with it and forgave me. The past in the past, what can we do? Others didn't, and I just don't talk to them, that's all it is. So I then joined back into the community. I didn't join back into the Time Patrollers. A, I don't think I would have been able to, but B, I wouldn't have wanted to either way. I didn't feel like teams were right for me anymore, because I've been in so many teams, like the Pride Troopers, the Time Patrollers, the Time Breakers, that was my own team which I made, Sue's team, I can't remember what that was called, but yeah, it doesn't work for me. The whole teamwork aspect, it works, but I don't know. It depends on the people I'm with, I guess. And now we get to now. 24th of October, as of when I'm recording this. I finished modding. Wish I could go back, not gonna lie. It feels like these past 2 years have just flown by. Like, to think when I was first started, I was in year 10, and now I'm in college. Like, it's so crazy to think about. And I miss it. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss modding, but I can't go back to it. People have been saying, oh, why don't you just come back to modding if you miss it, so and so, but it's not the same. Like, take it this way, say you get your favorite childhood TV show, I don't know, Ben 10, the OG one, not this dead reboot, the OG Ben 10. As a child, you enjoyed that so much that, say now, you may want to rewatch that show, but you're not going to enjoy it as much as you did the first time. A, because you've already seen it, you know what's happening. Yes, there may be a few here and there where you're like, oh, that surprised me, I forgot about that. But for the most part, you know what's going to happen. And B, you've grown as a person. You like different things, you dislike different things. You find certain things funny, you don't find certain things funny. Like, it's not the same. And I'd have to say that's how I feel of modding now, because I want to go back, but I can't. I've tried, and I don't get the same enjoyment I used to. Before, I would be in my room hours on end making one mod, whereas now I can't do it for more than 10 minutes before I'm bored. Whereas moving on to what I'm doing now, such as the 3D sculpting and modeling, the sound effects, the Unreal Engine, all of that, I'm getting that same enjoyment again. It's as if Ben 10 got a part 2. That's pretty much how it is, and it sucks, but hey, I just felt like sharing my thoughts, my experiences, the people I've met, and how my Xenoverse modding journey has started and come to an end. Whether I'll be back, I don't know. I was thinking, when this new DLC drops, I'll see. I might come back for 1 or 2 mods, but that's a might, a very strong might. I mean, I've already uninstalled all my modding stuff. All the unfinished mods I have are backed up on a file. Everything else is pretty much deleted. But for me to permanently come back, I think the only thing that would get me to say I'm back to being a Xenoverse modder is when Xenoverse 3 drops. Quote me on that, because if I don't, yeah, there's that. That's all I got for today. If you made it here, appreciate it. In a bit.